local, county, and state partners to prepare for the serious weather event. We are also in contact with our residents through a variety of channels, including social media and AC alerts. And we will keep them up to date as events develop over the next 72 hours or so. All of our officials are currently working on planning for this event and taking the appropriate steps to be prepared for the storm. I have with me up here Mayor Marty Small Sr., Acting Emergency Management Coordinator Mike Fumalero, Public Safety Director Sean Riggin, AC Police Department Chief James Sarkos, AC Fire Department Deputy Chief Jim Gillespie, Deputy Director of Public Works Ahmed Abdullah Sr., and Director of Human Health Services Jared Barnes. Mayor?
All right, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And in spite of the forecast, it's still a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. Can we say great day?
Great day.
Yes. Mayor Marty Small Sr. here. We wanted to communicate to our residents, most importantly, of the severity of the anticipated forecast. We always said that we will keep you posted on any and everything. And there's lessons to be learned about crisis. I'm sure many of us has watched the Hurricane Katrina documentary where the fingers was being pointed on leaders at the municipal, state, and federal level. That's not going to happen here in the great city of Atlantic City. We're going to be aggressive on how we put out information, and we're going to give our residents plenty of time. With that being said, there's an impending storm, as they said, the National Weather Service, and the forecast is bad. It's really bad, and we want you to take it seriously. I'm going to let them get into the details of what areas and, special things, but we are prepared here in the state, here at the great city of Atlantic City. We have the Wave parking garage available from Saturday to Tuesday, thanks to our partners at the CRDA. We also have in the event, which is very possible according to the forecast, we have a shelter at the Atlantic City Convention Center, and there could be some evacuations, particularly in the low-lying areas. If you have to evacuate, there will be food available and a safe place. So starting this weekend, as you said, we all know the history of Atlantic City. This is not quite Sandy, but this is probably the closest thing that we had since, considering the high tides. And not only that, the anticipated rain of 3 to 4+ inches makes it very dangerous, combined with 60-mile-an-hour winds, sustained 60-mile-an-hour winds. So we wanted the residents to know that the city is prepared, more importantly, your leadership is prepared, but you need to heed to the warnings that we're giving you today. So we have the professionals here that's going to get deep into the forecast and deep into the process, but the city is prepared if we need to evacuate at the Atlantic City Convention Center, and I'll let my professional staff tell the rest of the story. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Battalion Chief Mike Famularo, Atlantic City Fire Department, also acting OEM coordinator for the city. Our latest, can we clear the screen? This is the latest weather report we have, starting on the 12th, which is Sunday morning. We'll get another update, we'll give it to you, but for right now, Sunday we go into the coastal flood watch. So you can see here where the coastal flood watch right now is from Bethany Beach all up the coast of Atlantic City. They are actually, right now they're predicting on the ocean front the high tide on Sunday at noontime to be at 8.1, which is major stage. They're also at that same time calling for, we have wind alerts. We're under a storm watch and a high wind warning. And I'll touch on the other slide, the winds that we're looking at. So here we are, they're calling for 55+ probably a northeast wind. It could change a little more north. That will change some of the predictions a little bit. We'll keep updating. We'll probably have 4 more updates before Sunday when the storm arrives at its worst. I mean, this is, right now, this is what we're looking at. I mean, the impacts are major tidal flooding, widespread roadways being flooded. We are definitely anticipating White Horse Pike and Black Horse Pike to be closed. Maybe a little bit of water on the expressway. Definitely not going to be any time to be out driving when this storm approaches on Sunday. Marine forecast 45 to 55 knots, and you can see the location is all right here along the Jersey coast. High winds, I mean, possible trees coming down, and like the mayor was saying, the heavy rain. Here it's saying 1 to 3 inches, but you'll see on the next slide, I think it shows you, we're more at a 3 to 5. So again, we're at the major from Fenwick Island all the way up to Manasquan is in the major stage, which for us, that means anything over 8 feet. This is going to be a major. This is more than we've seen in a lot of years. A couple weeks ago, we had Aaron that they said was probably like 7.2 or 7.3 out there. So we're looking for a foot more of water right now. Here's our wind forecast. I mean, on this, it's predicting, other than Long Branch, we have the highest winds. So we're just shy of 60 miles an hour. Again, heavy rain. We're in the locally. The widespread is almost up around Philadelphia. Anything east of there is looking at 3 to 5 inches of rain over a 36-hour period. And this is the time of the year. Leaves are falling, storm drains get clogged. There again, we're on the 3 to 4 inches right over top of us. Wave heights, 15 to 20 feet. I mean, we're recommending everybody stays out of the water. Surfers, and this is why we think we'll see severe beach erosion from this. So, I mean, there's a summary, and most of that all starts probably around 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. That's when we think we'll probably see the worst of the storm from very early Sunday morning until into Monday morning. Like I said, it could be 3 tide cycles, they're telling us right now. And we'll just keep continuing. We will get an update at 5 o'clock tonight, and we'll probably get one every 12 hours after that we'll keep giving briefs. I mean, it definitely, travel should be for emergencies only after Saturday night. That's all I have for now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Sean Reagan. I'm the Director of Public Safety for the City of Atlantic City. I want to thank all of you for being here and for pushing out to your audiences this important information. Left to our own devices, we would wait a little while to push this out, but we understand that our residents and our visitors need this information as soon as possible. So the thing that I would say is bear in mind that some of these things can change. We're getting operational updates every few hours. As we get that information, we're going to push it out as well as we possibly can. But we know that it's important to push it out, through this media, so we're here today. As we move forward with our team, we're going to be actually on site here throughout the weekend. And once we get into the actual the incident period, which we're calling about 7 a.m., we're going to stand up this room and stay here until probably Monday night. That's when we'll get into the hot and heavy of it. So I would ask you to please monitor those social media sites, because that's where you're going to get the best real-time, right down into the nitty-gritty details that you need. In the event that you're not sure what to do, you're not sure who to call, please call 609-347-5780. Our dispatchers will help you. They'll get you the information that you need, and they'll refer out to all of the different partners that we have. In the event that you cannot get off the island, if you live in one of these low-lying areas, and for really general purposes, north or west of Atlantic Avenue, depending on where you live or how you orient the map, if you're in those areas and you routinely flood, then you need to be looking at evacuating. And if you can't get off the island, then we do have those available resources that the mayor described. But of course, if you can, shelter with friends, you can shelter with family. You're going to be more comfortable than you are wherever we put you. That said, if you need our help, we're going to provide it. We're going to make sure that everybody's got some place to be to weather this storm. Because in addition to being wet, it's going to be nasty out, and we need to make sure that we provide all the resources that we can. At this time, we're going to pass it off to our partners that really are the sort of backbone behind this thing to make sure that we can get everybody as safe as we can keep them, whether it's through our public works friends to keep the roads clear or HHS to make sure that we've taken care of everybody. So I'll turn it over to these guys.
Good afternoon. On the Department of Health and Human Services, we are going to provide all necessary resources to help all individuals out. One of our main concerns will be our unhoused population, which is our homeless population. We've already started reaching out to our social service agencies that we partner with to provide outreach to make sure that anyone that is out on the streets will get to a safe place, and they will get out of the weather, and they'll have a shelter, they have a roof over their head while this storm is going on. So we have identified a few locations where we will provide pickups if needed throughout this weekend. Those locations will be posted on our city website, along as our social media pages, along with a phone number if anybody needs to reach out. If you know of any unhoused individuals, any homeless individuals that need any type of assistance. So once again, we have reached out to social service agencies such as Jewish Family Services, CSP&J, also DCA is involved as well with providing resources for all of our unhoused individuals, so we can make sure that everyone is safe over this weekend and while the storm is going on.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Ahmed Abdullah Sr. I'm an Assistant Director in Public Works. As the Chief clearly stated, one of the main issues that will occur is the flooding. And with the flooding that goes on, the drainage needs to be cleared out. So Public Works has been taking care of that for the last 2 days, making sure that the drains, the leaves, any debris that's inside of the drains that can cause flooding or cause major flooding where the water can't go into the drainage system has been cleared out. And that's been a major part of Public Works duties this morning, going on to yesterday's afternoon, of making sure that these drains are clear. Also assisting the police department or the fire department with anything else that needs to be taken care of. Public Works will be there. We'll have a crew on standby Sunday morning coming in at 9 o'clock. They will be located at the city yard to assist with anything that needs to help. So Public Works will be available if you need. I'd like to turn it over to our police chief, Chief Sarkos.
Thank you. You're welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jim Sarkos. I'm the Chief of the Atlantic City Police Department, and the ACPD has been working very closely with all of our partners, the City Administration, Public Works, the Health Department, the Fire Department, and of course the Office of Emergency Management to prepare for this storm. We are going to have extra officers working throughout the duration of this storm. We have our high water vehicles that have been serviced and are ready to go. Those are military surplus vehicles that we acquired at no cost to the taxpayers of Atlantic City for just this purpose. We're also going to be fully staffing this room, which is our Emergency Operations Center, and also our surveillance center next door. As you can see behind me, we have cameras all throughout Atlantic City, thousands of cameras that represent a $5 million technology upgrade that we went through this past year. We'll be monitoring those cameras very closely, looking for anyone who needs assistance or any type of issue that needs to be addressed, whether it be by police, fire, or Public Works. We're also asking the public to take some precautions during the storm. Please avoid driving through flooded roadways. We're going to do our best to close all roadways that are flooded with barricades and cones. We ask that you please do not go around those cones, not go around those barricades. You will get stuck. You will ruin your vehicle forever. And as though we will do our best to close every roadway that's flooded, there's going to be some that we simply cannot get to in time, just judging by the past, because all these roads flood at the same time. So please, if you see a roadway that is flooded, avoid it. Find another route, or better yet, if you can avoid driving during those times, we ask that you please do not drive. Also ask that you stay indoors during severe conditions, and if you take a time to secure your property, everything outdoor for items that could easily be blown away. There's going to be some severe wind during this duration of the storm, so please take the moment to go around. Propane tanks, lawn furniture, all that stuff needs to be removed and safely stored indoors. Lastly, I wanted to announce that normally we have our Faith in the Blue event every year where we partner with all the faith-based organizations. That's supposed to be this Monday at 11 o'clock, but that is canceled because of the storm. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Deputy Chief Jim Gillespie, Atlantic City Fire Department. To reiterate what Chief Sarkos just said, the fire department as well has resurplus military surplus vehicles for high water, fire suppression, and emergency evacuation if needed. We are currently in the process of ramping up that posture. We'll also increase our manning to ensure we have both standard fire protection and increased high water fire protection emergency response. Also, as everyone said, please, if you think you should, then do. If you think you should evacuate to someone else's house, please do so. If you think you should not drive, don't. It helps us help you if you're not putting yourself in harm's way unnecessarily. Thank you.
Thank you all. Any questions from the media?
You mentioned, I believe, making some garages open and available. Is that so residents can move their cars to higher ground? And which garages would that be? Is it more than one?
Mayor?
That is the Wave Parking Garage. And that'll be available from Saturday to Tuesday. It's on there? Oh, right here.
There's a camera on the roof of the Wave
Zoom in.
There you go.
Yeah,
If you guys did everything else.
okay. Any more questions?